Shows that the energy's right, people are excited as we get prepared for this Grand Prix weekend. My name is Lee Johnson, your host, joining us here today. So you might want to make it down to the front, you might want to build a little bit of energy, because we have a very important person coming here, someone, one of the 20 who is used to driving these mountains. Put your hands together for Valtteri Bottas! Valtteri, thanks so much for joining us. Yeah, we've done. I know it gets confusing, doesn't it? So with that in mind, we'll firstly just say great to have you here. It looks like we're getting someone else coming up and join us. I'm just getting from my eyes in the corner. So let's just see. I think we have another guest going to come up and join us on stage here in the Silver Arrows Lounge. You're not just getting one, but you are getting two Formula One drivers here today. Please put together for Lewis Hamilton. So Lewis, thanks so much for joining us today.
Did my usual midnight gym session, which is a bit odd in a way, but all good. Today here and getting ready for the weekend.
How about yourself, Lewis?
I don't know, sunbathing and no, I arrived this morning. So I flew from Milan, and I arrived I think at 7 a.m. went straight to bed when I got to the hotel. So we stay on European time here, so that's why I stayed as long as I could in Europe. So I wake up here like 2 or 3 p.m. and then go to bed at like 6 or 2. They like, particularly in America, they're like, oh, I need to become a racing driver. Because you lose 4 kilos, that's pretty exciting. So I had a really bad experience when I was many years ago. I went to America and I was telling a family that I lost 4 kilos. And I couldn't remember what the conversion rate was to pounds. And then one of them said it was 9 pounds a kilo or something like that. So they're like, oh my god, that's like a whole leg. And I remember leaving and then going and checking the conversion rate and realized I left them naked. For the last race, there's only like, what was it, it's 10 corners. It's much lighter of work, so we're going to try and skip some of those corners this weekend.
Guys, certainly you managed to maintain your focus, not just the briefings and the warning, but of course in the car all weekend. We've loved watching you both racing this season. Such a strong start and fighting the Ferraris and the Red Bulls coming through this motorsport garage. So, DB, do you want to draw the first name, the first of 9 to win a garage tour this weekend?
Lee, I would love to. Let's do this.
My beautiful assistant.
Do we have a Tyler Millen here?
Oh, so happy in the back. The arms went straight up.
Tyler, get yourself up to the front.
Come to the desk, fancy plan, which is down at the back of the station, down to your left-hand side here. Very, very well done. I'll pass that over. Oh, no, that's the next one. TB. There we go. So, Deeps, you want to read out the next one?
Right, so the next name is Sim Kokwa. Yes, he's taken some time off, but we're delighted to know that he's going to be on the 2020 grid come the start of next year. Please put your hands together for Mercedes-AMG Petronas Motorsport reserve driver Esteban Ocon. Esteban, great to see you. How are you doing?
Very, very good.
Got a good old party going on here at the Silver Arrows.
I got some beautiful, lots of space.
You're looking very fresh. Have you not been in the simulator all night because it's a flyaway?
Exactly, yeah. It's been a bit different recently.
Silver Arrows, how useful has that been for your career in F1?
Very, very useful. Being working with this team is a privilege and it's priceless. As a driver, when you have a team dominating as much, you learn massively, and I'm sure I will bring that forward for my future years.
At a very young age, you're already a veteran of 50 Formula One Grand Prix. Where does Singapore sit in order of your favourite tracks?
It's not my favorite, unfortunately.
Hey, work with me here.
I'm honest, always honest. No, it's a very, very tough challenge. It's number one on the hardest, definitely. I had the toughest races in my career here. When you don't have the right position in the car, when something is wrong, it's time 200. The difficulty you're having after 160 laps. So Yeah, the humidity, the heat, all the corners. It's just so much more physical, and if you arrive and you are not ready physically, you're just dead, and you cannot finish the race. It's as simple as that.
I was down in the garage earlier. I couldn't believe how hot it was. Just explain to our guests what it feels like in the cockpit of a Formula One car going around the Marina Bay street circuits.
Well, driving is not too bad, but as soon as you stop for a pit stop or something, you just want fresh air. You can't breathe. It's like you're suffocating, you know. So you need straight away that fan, that cool air, you know, in the face, because yeah, it feels like, you know, the engine is sucking all the oxygen possible. So yeah, definitely, as I said, one of the hardest challenges you can.
So a Formula One designer isn't very generous to drivers. All of the air goes into the airbox, none to the driver, right?
Exactly. They don't really care about that.
So in terms of training, how is this the hardest event? And what do you do to prepare yourself for this race?
Yeah, hardest event, definitely. So what we do, basically, we stay on European times, which is very special, you know, because normally we're always moving to the normal time. For example, my watch, you can see, is at 2:40.
It's a lovely watch, by the way.
Yeah, lovely watch. 2:40 in the afternoon. And yeah, we stay on that, so I just had lunch. And yeah, before was just breakfast, so normal timing on that for Europeans. And we are shifting all of the time runnings as well, so it correlates perfectly with that. But previously, prior to the weekend, we try to train in the heat, you know, so heat chamber, try to do a longer cardios, you know, because the race is a bit longer. You try to hydrate yourself as much as possible also during the previous week, because you will lack some of that hydration when you arrive here during the race. So arriving well hydrated is quite the key.
So Marina Bay, no runoff areas. If you run wide, the wall just jumps out at you. And people say as you get dehydrated and you lose that body weight in water, your concentration starts to suffer. How difficult is it to concentrate in the dying laps of this Grand Prix?
Yeah, it is. So if you don't drink as much, if you're not hydrated as much as I said, you start to see blurry. You know, it has happened to me in the past. You know, but that's experience. That's how you get better in the future. And yeah, you just start to lose the concentration and you know, the important is to start to realize that, you know, and just try to wake up and go away from it.
Mechanics dedicated to the red side, Lewis's side, 10 dedicated to Valtteri. They all work exclusively on that car, but importantly, all come together as a team to perform this pit stop. So they descend down upon the car. The driver plays a really important role as well, because he's got to hit his marks. If he gets it wrong, we lose those valuable tenths of a second. So he's looking out for these gloves, and he'll rehearse hitting these marks all weekend. If he rolls too long, it's not the end of the world, because the gunman is tracing that wheel coming in. If he stops short, it costs us a lot of time. So everyone is mobilized, ready to go, Lee.
Okay, so that's the gunmen. Who else have we got here that we can see in shot at the moment?
So we call them the Ghostbusters on the front. I don't think that's a technical term. That's what we like to call them. They're just getting ready to adjust the angle of attack, and a couple of team members swooping in. They're just going to stabilize the car, because you can imagine all of the forces going through at that stop. And crucially, your front jack will see the rear jack coming into play, both in Petronas green as opposed to black, so the drivers can see them, and also crucially our chief mechanic Matt Dean overseeing the entire stop.
Okay, so Dan, let's roll it on and see what happens next.
So we can see the car has come to a stop. We've already lost the red banded tyre, it's gone away. We've added a new compound to the front. In that time, these guys have already made their adjustments on the front wing. So based on the driver's feedback, the engineers will communicate to the pit team how to calibrate the guns for that. We see our two team members holding the car nice and stable, and our front jack engaged, and Matt Dean just looking on.
Great, what I want to do now is just roll this video forward one frame. Can we do that, please, Dan? So, virtually nothing changed there, but something did change. There's what appears to be a mistake on screen. Those of you at the back may struggle a little bit with this, but certainly you at the front. Can you see what looks like a mistake here? Any guesses? So, the driver is looking at something to let him know whether he can unleash the throttle and pull away. Just here, the red light changed to green in that one frame that we skipped along. The light's green, but DB, this guy on the front right is holding the tyre, he's still holding the car. There's a foot in front of the rear right. There's people all over the car.
There's also a front jack attached to the car. It doesn't look good, does it?
Wow, I missed that. Look at that. So why on earth have we given Lewis Hamilton the green light when his team and Valtteri's mechanics as well are all still holding the car?
So I will admit this looks like a catastrophic mistake, but we timed these pit stops down to such precision that we know Lewis Hamilton, with his lightning cat-like reflexes, it's going to take him a tenth of a second to see that light change. It's going to take Lewis a further tenth of a second to react to that, release his right foot and deploy 1,000 horsepower from the power unit. So we're banking on all of these guys getting out of the way in 2/10 of a second. Should we cross our fingers and hope it happens, Lee?
Let's see, Dan, let's play the video out. Incredible, it deserves a round of applause. You may have seen just down here, as DB rightly said, the front jack was still attached, and as it swung out of the way, so close, but so perfect, just getting out of the way in time for that front tyre. Now you know what's happening. Let's play the whole thing back at quarter speed and look at those key points that DB was explaining. So cars coming in, Lewis trying to hit his marks. They're already attaching to the car before it stops. He's a tiny bit long. The jack moves out of the way, tyres on. Jack's dropped down, the light's gone green. And Lewis just gets away perfectly. It was in the 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, 2.4. We aim for an average of 2.4. We don't try and beat that. We often do beat it, but we're going for consistency here. As soon as you start going for records, that's when mistakes can happen.
So now you've seen it all broken down. Let's play it full speed again and watch the guys descend on the car, changing those 4 tyres in 2.4 seconds. It's always bizarre when I see this because it looks like it's just sped up. But it's not. Let's play one more time just to show you. Phenomenal. And if we get our way, we'll just be having one of those down below us here in the garage this weekend, hoping for a one-stop strategy. But DB, what an incredible team.